So yeah, as I was saying, we're very excited to share with you everything that we have under our belt. And also Kate will share with you some of our best practices after this session. So you have this this materials in your hands at all time. Let's get started. So, yeah, that's Kate, our beautiful Kate. She takes care of all of our clients, and also she leads these directions. So she is the main expertise holder here, and I'm the CEO at Folderly. Also been in cold outreach for quite a while, for 15 years now. So I had my own experience with that channel. We'll be more than happy to share some insights too. So let's hop in. Kate, tell us the story.
Well, the story is very, very easy. uh, like I would just want to add some couple of the words regarding our this webinar today. So the main point or the main idea is that we want to share with you what's really working right now. Some fresh insights, some proven strategies, real results from both. I mean, our team at Foldly, because we also run, as Anna mentioned, some nice outbound with the help of our BDR and salespeople and the best practices for our customers also because we're there to support them. We're receiving a lot of feedbacks, what works, what doesn't. So no fluff, just practical tips, the one that you can start using just today. So usually I tell people we'll need like at least an hour for this kind of discussion. But today, we have only 30 minutes. Why?
Be condensed.
Yeah, we condensed a little bit because we figured today with Anna that if we tried to fit everything into half an hour, we might start sounding like a spammy message, and nobody wants that, right? So yeah,
Like in those medical commercials, the side effect part.
yeah, exactly. So you can just this is the problem. This slide with the problem. So what problem is there right now beyond all that technical stuff? Pretty boring, pretty technical, such as DNS records, warm-up lists, mailboxes, separate domains, strategy, etc., etc. There are just two sides to the outreach coin. The first one, technical side. So ensuring your emails aren't flagged as spam. Think like having clean templates without trigger words, media overload, or copy-pasted GPT templates with broken symbols or spammy phrases. By the way, let us know if you are aware what broken symbols are, because we're still receiving a lot of messages and questions from our customers. What are those or where they come from? And also spammy phrases. So the cleanest templates with zero triggers tend to work best. And I'm sure that you do agree with us. And there is another side, content side. So what you say and how you say it. We need a bit of your interaction in the chat because, as we said, we want to make it very productive. So you can tell whether you are aware about this, the broken symbols, how many of you actually check your deliverability rate or inbox placement to see if your outreach lands in either spam or promo folders. Just drop your messages because we need to understand whether this is something interesting and if this is something that relates to you guys. I'm sure that there are a lot of people joining from different BDR and sales teams. I'm not sure whether we had these stats, by the way, Anna,
This
while
that's about
registering.
broken symbols.
No. The stats about people registering to the webinar, are those like BDRs and salespeople's mostly, right?
Yeah, so I think that's a mixture of everything. It's a mixture of sales roles plus founders and business holders. So that's a little bit of everything. Um, oh yeah, Daniel just dropped that his
Yeah,
team is BDR. So we have
I'm sure.
8 people from BDR department. So I think that in terms of the broken symbols might be difficult to answer because sometimes we're in the field, we're working in the field every day, and we know that's 100%. But every time and correct me if you have different experience, but every time I talk to different teams and I explain them what broken symbols are, first of all, we have all of us, all of them have a eureka moment, like, aha, I didn't know that the restart thing and that this can potentially harm you. So I think that we might do the whole different session on that.
Yeah.
But basically, broken symbols, when you write your templates in, let's say, ChatGPT or any other tool, some of the ChatGPT is very famous for this dash, the very long dash that it puts everywhere, whether it's relevant or not. So Google and Microsoft, they don't recognize this symbol. And when you send your email without formatting with this symbol, Google and Microsoft doesn't read through this symbol. And instead of putting the dash on the back end of your email, it puts weird symbols like A5 equals whatever, whatever. So that's what broken symbols are. And yeah, I think that might be actually a good idea to make a separate session on that and how to work with that.
Guys, if you need any of these examples, I mean, the signs or the symbols that are used by ChatGPT versus the one that you would use having your keyboard, just let us know because I have a some kind of example of those. You can either drop me a LinkedIn request and to Anna also, and I'm gonna share with you these tips because it's really very useful information. And this is why even my message or my messages or my emails landed in spam quite some time ago, I mean. So yeah, that's better to avoid these things.
Oh,
Anna, can you please also move to the next slide?
next slide. Oh, this one.
Yeah.
The DJ.
Yeah. Thanks. You're doing just best. So focus on the content problem. This is another thing. Very interesting, very useful for any BDR and marketing team to know. So from a non-technical perspective, current trend, messages that hit the right pain point at the right time. I'm sure that Daniel's BDR team pretty much mature and they are aware about this thing, but it's better to refine the information anyways. So using triggers based on research, like changes in company size, maybe funding or team expansions, whatever. So also short and sweet is the way to go. So whether it's an email or LinkedIn message, it's very it's obligatory to keep it concise, I would say. I'm sure, yeah.
Yeah, I was because we have some stats on the screen right now. How to read through these stats? So how to understand if you have some problems with your emails? Because most of the times people, well, especially if you put your words in the sequence and you create the sequence from scratch, most of the teams are so proud of their sequence and they firmly believe that it's going to drive results. So how to stay realistic and understand that, okay, we have to review something, we have to revise what we're doing right now.
I would say that if the open rate is low, if the deliverability rate or inbox placement rate is also low, if the response rate is lower than 5%, but the interested rate is again more than 0.5, like all of these triggers that are mentioned right here on this chat, like let us understand that, well, there are maybe some messages that are landing in the proper folders, but not all of them are responded, right? Not all of them are interacted with. So we understand that there is some mismatch. Unfortunately, we saw a lot of tools that are actually giving, some kind of, how to say it, not using bad words, bad data. So
Yeah.
even if we're checking with any of our outreach tools, and these outreach tools are showing us, okay, you have 100% of deliverability or inbox placement rate, but we're checking that only 0.5% are replied, then of course we definitely do have a problem. Go ahead and add anything, Anna, if you have.
Yeah, first of all, I would suggest checking the right things with the right tools.
Yeah, that works best. This
And
is the best strategy.
because very often on our calls, I hear that okay, we validate emails of our prospects with the help of Apollo or any other search engines, but those are search engines, and they don't validate as perfectly as validation tools. The same with the deliverability. Some of the outreach tools, they do check for deliverability, but their core expertise is the outreach. So I would suggest, and that's not the advertisement or something like that, because all of you guys know that we're with Folderly, so there is no need to advertise more. But to check with to check deliverability problems or to ask deliverability questions to deliverability tools, that's probably the right thing to do, because again, as I said, the send out tools, the outreach tools, they are not specialized on that. And also, Kate just mentioned about the open rates. That's the metric that we promote as the vanity metric, and we suggest not to track it, but we still mention it every time because most of the people still track it, and most of the people still rely on it. So that's why it's still in place. It's still something that we look into. So yeah, in a nutshell, if you have good deliverability placement, if you're sure that your emails land into inbox, if you're sure that you're doing everything right in terms of the spam triggers, but still you don't get results, that's the moment when you sit back and try to understand what's going on here. And that's the moment when you want to revise your content.
Exactly. Yeah. Thanks, Anna, for adding this. Um, can you please move to the next slide? DJ?
Yep, DJ.
Yeah, thanks. So content tips, feel free to make some screenshots, guys. There are some more tips on a content side. Just drop us a message if you need us to share more for you, because, we've been through a lot while building our outreach, and also while our customers were building one. So we can definitely share some nice content tips. Uh, the first thing it's everyone needs to focus on is to understand that people want to feel their outreach is human, not AI. That means casual language, abbreviations like at the moment, ASAP, by the way, of course, humor and some personality that really works the best. We're going to share with you one of the latest template that had a lot of responses in this presentation, just a couple of slides later. So, and you will see the difference. And I'm sure that a lot of you have already faced a lot of, not human or AI crafted outreach. And this is not how we would like to be outreached, right? So also another tip that we are together with our team and customers discussed is providing value upfront helps very much. Just for example, just giving you an example, sharing a quick video, a deck, some kind of insights, or maybe a free trial before asking for a call. If a call, of course, is your, KPI, right? A demo, a call, whatever. What else? It's all about building a trust before you even pitch. If you guys have some, go-to value add before asking for a call, feel free to add, because we're like a lot of people from SDR and BDR teams are here. Why not to, to share the information in our chat, share your tactics. And
I remember how one of our SDRs, I think it's Martha. It was Martha, yeah. She recorded it was using AI, but that was the most human way possible. So she recorded the track for our clients about our team, about Folderly, about their call, and she created this basically the track for our clients, for our prospects, and it was so cool. We had a lot of response to that. Also, what else did we try? We tried to share the um, uh,
Marta has also sent a very nice video or a picture with her dog,
yeah,
and it
something
got a lot
very
of
very
response.
human.
Yeah, very like I mean, there was Marta
Yeah,
sent
yeah, well, yeah,
and her
that's for
dog.
sure. But with the dog, it's just the marketing. Something with animals always is more empathetic. So yeah, basically want to, and that's not just from the um, from the prospecting perspective, it's also from the tech perspective because Google and Microsoft with the AI filters, they can understand how human your outreach is. So you want to keep it human on all of the layers, all of the levels. So that's why, and in terms of value, don't, my suggestion, my advice is to think of value not objectively but sometimes subjectively, because value can be even emotion. To send some cool song on Friday evening or some movie suggestions before Thanksgiving, it's something that adds up value too. So don't try to do very to be very straightforward with that. Try to operate and play around with different customizations and human things, but either emotion or some helpful material or something free, some free value, something that can bring value to the table. That's absolutely true.
Yeah, totally agree. And just a few things to add here, because at the end, good outreach isn't about just tricking spam filters. It's about being authentic. It's being relevant, respectful of your prospect's time. So it's better to keep it simple, personalized, and value driven. Totally.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So about the tips that we have here, tell us, the audience, a little bit more about how simple your emails should be, how easy to read they should be. So is it the easier the better, or should we stick with the, high school style essay emails?
Sometimes, yes. Sometimes high school essay. I mean, the short one, but it still, works better than just AI text to be written. So, as I said, it's better to make it as easy as it's possible, to keep it simple, to have a plain text format. It goes without saying that everyone who sends cold outreach, I assume, here are a lot of people doing this kind of outreach. So, like, it's better that short and sweet is the way to go. This is the most um, yeah, like the point of outreach like this. What else? um, there are some deliverability tips, and it's better to avoid some triggers or things that can trigger spam filters on G Suite or Microsoft Outlook, Yahoo, etc., etc. One of the tips that we changed recently, so we were given our customers suggestion or recommendation to have at least 200 seconds between each send out, right? Right now, we made it, or we recommend having at least 20 to 12 to 15 minutes between emails to be sent. So customized scheduled, of course, it's better to customize through different time zones, right? Spintex and clear formatting, it's better to have variables while you're contacting with people, to change the niche, to change people's name, people's roles, etc. Links to the same domain. The first tip, links to the same domain used for outreach. We do recommend, if you have outreach to be sent from one domain, for example, not from your main one, it's better to have the link to the main domain that you're sending from, right? So, for example, Foldly XYZ is the main domain. So in my outreach, it's better not to have a link to foldly.com because, filters are going crazy, and this is one of the elements why our emails are going to be put in the spam or promo folders. I see a message from Daniel or from someone from his BDR team. Most people now read from mobile phones or LinkedIn in mail. So if they have to scroll too much, they will pass, of course. Yeah, okay, Daniel, it's you. Yeah, definitely. So it's better to have those text, to keep it simple, to keep it very precise. Yeah, and anything to add, maybe? I hope I answered your question, by the way.
Yeah, you did. So in terms of the tone of voice and the relevancy of our customization, what we tried with the team was we downloaded. So we know our ICP, right? And we know we have them on LinkedIn, our network. What we did, we downloaded their LinkedIn profiles and we adjusted our outreach, our templates to the tone of voice of the pages or ideal customer profile because the audience is very, in our case, it's not too much saturated. So it's very, uh, well, our main audience is BDRs, sales representatives, sales teams, growth leads, and they live in the similar bulb. They have similar problems, and we've been working with them for a while now. So with the help of the tone of voice that they actually use in their daily communication, because when you download their LinkedIn profiles, you also download the content they post there, or at least their bio and some description they have. So you can adjust your templates, you can adjust your personal tone of voice to sound more relevant to them. And it's not about being, too sneaky or something like that. It's just helping people to make it easier to read through your emails because you talk the same language. So yeah, that's some of the tips that we have recently tested as well.
Yeah, thanks, Anna. And also, we're using or we have tested a lot of different tools for personalization. Of course, if you're personalizing your outreach manually, that will bring you a lot of success, right? But I'm sure that if you guys have 1 million people to be outreached, you don't have that much time to make this personalization to be very, precise. So what worked for us and for our team is LinkedIn Sales Nav or LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Of course, it's good for LinkedIn outreach, but not for the emails. Then one of the most popular tool, and I'm sure it is on in the US as well as in Canada, is Apollo. We also received like a lot of nice reviews from our customers regarding this one. This is a send out tool. It has, affordable, I would say, options. What else is working nice for this? Zoom info, sure. And one of the best reviews that we have recently heard is AI SDR. Um,
Yeah,
it
it's a
is,
good one.
more expensive, but it's powerful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a good one. That's a good one. Yeah, obviously you can use different integrations through Clay. I think everybody who used Clay at least once, they see how many things it can integrate with each other. So that's also cool. But in terms of using or not using the tool for the outreach, I'm a little bit of a control freak in our team. So even if we were to send, let's say, 10 emails per day, I would still prefer to do that through the platform because this way you can track your results and not just, spray and pray. And spray and pray not in the way that you send a lot of emails and have no idea what results you will get, but you send X amount of emails, you want to know how many people respond to that, even if it's not too many emails. So that's why using a tool is, to me, it's essential. And here is the screenshot from our tool, and that's from one of our recent outreach campaigns. Uh, Basically, the reason why there is just one screenshot is because when I asked our BDR team, well, show me your stats, they just dropped me almost the same screenshots, and that's the key points. We have consistency, and the reason why we're here telling what the best practices and tips and tricks are is that we have this consistency over and over again. We have something some approaches that are easy to scale. And Kate, that's one of the templates that we use in our outreach, right?
Yes, it is. I cannot find the subject line for this one, but I'm trying. But what I can tell right now, Lilian, thanks for your question, by the way, is that, and again, keep it very precise and keep it very short, works the best. And I'm also receiving a lot of outreach these days. So something like, Kate, are you here? Or winning $1 million, or outbound strategy, or something, 2 or 3 words max works the best.
Yeah. My personal trick with the cold outreach emails is write your email and then read it out loud. Whenever you want to, breathe in, take another breath, that's the moment where you want to put the dot in your sentence. Because nobody is going to read through these endless messages, endless sentences. When you want to breathe in and take another breath, that's the moment where you want to end your sentence. And then you can count the words in the sentence and understand how long your sentences should be. And then, on average, you want to keep your email not longer than 3 paragraphs. And the last one is for the call to action, so it doesn't count. And the first one is the opening line, so it should be relevant. So then you have just one sentence for explaining your why you're here, and that's, if you think about that, that's just like to write the shortest essays. I think there was something like that, a game like that for ChatGPT or something. So somebody prompt write me the best like X amount of essays was using just 6 words. So you want to do something like that with your value prop.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Totally agree. I hope we answered your question, Lillian. What else is there? What else is there? Folder example, this is the example. I have nothing to add right here. But I know that Anna has prepared some nice information about one of the latest folder list products that helps huge teams or BDR teams, SDR teams, personal build or craft personalized messages effortlessly. And it's all, about helping BDR and SDR close more deals without spending hours on messaging itself. So Anna, go ahead.
Yay, yay. I'm
I hope
taking my,
everyone still have some time because
yeah,
we're
we're gonna do this very fast, like
perfect. Perfect. Thanks,
in
guys,
couple
for
minutes.
staying. Thanks, guys.
Yeah. So Folder AI is another tool of ours, and the reason why we created it was because having numerous conversations with our clients, we identified that some of them struggle and their teams struggle to write emails over and over again. First of all, they have this blank page problem when you sit in front of the blank page, having no idea what to write about. And also, another thing is they tried a lot of things already and they don't deliver results to them, so they give up on the whole channel, and don't do any cold outreach at all, and a lot of things that they face on daily basis. And what we try to achieve here is to make this outreach a little bit easier, a little bit less painful from all of the perspectives. And from the content perspective, we have collected all of the templates that we have under our belt, which is over 1 million already, and we have over 15,000 of sequences that generated results us so far over different industries, and we have collected it from all of our companies. So that was the base for the training program for our model. It sounds like some boot camp. So the boot camp for our AI model was trained on all of the templates that generated us results, and then it identified all of the patterns that we had in those sequences, in those templates, so the platform can relearn and enhance itself by enhancing those patterns. And right now, actually, it's equipped with ChatGPT 5, so it's even more powerful. So what you can do is you can create single email or email sequence or follow-up message. It integrates with your HubSpot. It has also spin tags. It can generate your subject line. So basically everything that you need for your content writing process is in there. So yeah, it works together perfectly because it's, first of all of the templates are spam proof, and having great templates, having great infrastructure, and having everything in place all together just helps you hit inbox and get responses. By the way, the Folderly AI also has benchmarks, like industry benchmarks within it. So once you generated your template, you can also see what sort of results you can expect from each particular template. So that's, to me, it's also cool because you don't stand in front of nothingness. So yeah, and basically, the sweet thing about our webinar today is that's August, that's the end of the summer, so we wanted to do something good for you guys. And you have right now you have the exclusive coupon for 20% off for any of our products or a bundle of our products. So if you haven't tried any of those yet, first of all, you're missing out. Second of all, yeah, we'll be more than happy to grant you a discount of those tools.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all from my side. Kate, do you have anything to add here?
No, I'm just worried about these guys who maybe want to have some coffee, and we're all here still discussing the outreach approach. So, anyways, I have added some useful information about cold outreach domain setup and some of the best practices that you can also save to your computer and share between your colleagues. Thanks everyone involved. We were really happy to, to, not yet to cooperate, but to chat with you. Thanks, Daniel and your team, and thanks to everyone involved. We're staying in touch. I have also dropped our links on LinkedIn, so feel free to be added to our, Oh, sorry. Okay. Yeah. Just add to LinkedIn and let's stay in touch. We'll make sure to post something interesting and useful for you guys and for your outreach.
Thanks, everybody. See you.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Bye.